everybody, welcome back to my channel. This video I'm going to talk about my October makes, and this month I made or refashioned 3 light blue dresses. So the first of them I'm wearing now, and it's actually the refashion that I did for the Refashioners project, and I'm going to put up a video of how I did that. It was changing a suit into a dress. So I was really happy with it in the end, and it was something that I had never done before. So I'm going to put up a video of how I did it. I don't know whether I'll be refashioning again. I kind of loved it and then hated it at the same time, so we'll see. The other things that I made this month, one is right behind me. It's the Cherry dress from Schnitzen Patterns. And the only thing that I changed with this was to add pockets. So I added inseam pockets here, which you can barely see. The dress was in some ways a really simple make, but then there were some parts of it that I found really challenging, and in particular, it was my first time doing bias binding, and I had lots of bias binding, and it's all in silk because it's all self-biased binding, and it's a silk dress. So I made, obviously there's a ruffle, and there's a front ruffle and a back ruffle. And the neck and the armholes are all bias bound, and that was, I guess, the bit that took the longest for me. That is until I started hemming, and I hemmed it all myself, and it was really lucky actually that I had the mannequin that my colleagues at work got me for my birthday, because that gave me a way to do it. So I had no idea how to hem it straight, and what I ended up doing was putting it on the mannequin, measuring from the ground up, and then going around and pinning, and then trimming, and then folding and ironing, and then checking, and managed to hem it in the end. And then the final make that I made was another Simplicity 1059, which is the vintage reprint pattern. It's from 1969, and the original version that I made had the bell sleeves on it, and I really like that detail. I made a sleeveless version, which is a little bit more casual, and I was planning on wearing it in this video, but unfortunately I just spilt ice cream all down the front of it. But I have worn it out a couple of times, and it is a great, light, easy to wear summer dress. Again, I added inseam pockets to that. I actually wanted to add pockets into this dress too, but I spent a long time trying to work out the best way to do it. And since I added the detail of the collar lapels across the front, I didn't want to add too much detail to the front of this skirt. Otherwise, I would have put patch pockets on the skirt of this dress. But I added the inseam pockets to the Simplicity 1059, and I also took out the zipper because I know from the first one that I made, I didn't need the zipper and I could put it over my head, and I'm nothing if not lazy. And that blue Simplicity dress was actually the first one I had made with cotton for a really long time, and there's some real positives in sewing with the cotton because it was really simple to use, didn't slip around, but it did need a lot of pressing, and I've noticed even after coming out of the wash it needs a really heavy iron to look good, so it helps with my choices in fabric in future. I really like the way that this silk behaves, even though I've worn it on a hot sweaty day and it's gotten a bit wrinkled, but it still looks good, and I've put it through the washing machine and it still looks fine, so I'm really happy with that fabric. So that just gives me a bit of an idea with fabric choices in the future. So that's what I've made for October. That's 3 little blue dresses, and I look forward to speaking to you soon and sharing my makes for November.